Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 2 action in the Alliance division of the World Football Alliance. There you see we've got the Toronto Thunderbirds taking on the Orlando Wizards. Toronto's first game of the year here. Orlando comes into this one with a record of 1-0. As the teams come out here at Enchanted Run Field here in Orlando. Crowd looks pretty excited for Orlando's first home game here of the year. It's a rainy one here in Orlando. Let's see how that affects the game. Alright, and here's our opening kickoff. Toronto kicking to Orlando. Thornton on the return. He'll get it out to about the 20. As you see Coach Craig there of Orlando, he'll run out Reed Sermon as his quarterback. See Reed's numbers on the year. Orlando had a good game last week. They'll bring it to the line, single back set, 4 wide receivers. And Sermon will hand it off to Hodge. Huge hole up the middle on the draw. 13-yard gain, first run for DeMar Hodge there. You see over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. Big game for him there. And he keeps it going here. First drive of week 2. Looks like the same formation. This time Sermon looking to pass. Hit as he throws. Way to hang in the pocket by Sermon there. He completes that one. It's a big number, 88. And here are the offensive starters for the Orlando Wizards. We talked about DeMar Hodge there, the big powerful back. So Orlando will have 2nd and 6 as Sermon takes the snap, surveys the field, and completes that one. Nice play there. Sermon showing some poise, hanging in the pocket so far. Big first down there for Orlando. First and 10 now. That one again complete to Rafael Vasquez, who got in the end zone last week. Vasquez, their number 1 offensive threat, the wide receiver out of Pittsburgh. First and 10 again here. Ooh, Sermon dropped for a big loss there by Conover. He looked untouched coming through that line. We'll get another look at it here. On a good stunt blitz there, nobody touches Conover as he drops Sermon for a big loss. That'll bring up 2nd and 20. Loss of 10 on that sack.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Sermon handing this one off to Hodge. Ran right over the linebacker there. 11-yard carry for Hodge that time. Look at this. Ran right over that defender. Gets a good chunk back, but it'll be 3rd and 11 for Orlando. We've had a good drive up to this point. Single back set. Sermon looking to pass. He'll get taken down again. Nice defense there by Toronto. And they will force an Orlando punt. Punt is away, and it will sail into the end zone. And Toronto quarterback now, Russell Frederickle. Runs out on the field in his first action of the year. Let's see how he leads this team. 3 wide receivers, single back to his right. He will audible as they start from their 20. Quick pass over the middle, complete to Beck. Their best offensive player there, Beck, the tight end out of Florida State. He will be targeted a lot by Frederickle. Gain of 7 there. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Thunderbirds. Another audible by Frederickle, who hand this one off. Big hole. Nice run there by Gayton. Their second best offensive weapon. Richie Gayton, the halfback out of Notre Dame. So 1st and 10, Frederickle play action, pass completed there. Nice first down pickup. Toronto now 1st and 10. Stretch play to Gayton. 8 up in the backfield by the Orlando defense. Loss of 1 there. Second and 11. Frederickle again will audible. Run the same play to Gayton. This time huge hole. Nice blocking downfield. Big first down gain by Toronto and Gayton there. Rivers on the tackle. 1st and 10. Toronto. Another audible, it appeared, by Frederickle. He'll hand that one to Gayton. This Orlando defense seems to be confusing. At least at first confusing if we take a look at the Toronto starters here. Orlando defense seems to be giving some odd looks to Frederickle and confusing him. To his credit, he appears to be audibling to the correct play, as he'll swing that one out to Gayton out of the backfield for what appears to be another first down. It is. It's Toronto offense moving the ball very nicely here. There you see Coach Jeff Hope. Looks pleased with how his team's performing so far. This handoff goes to Galden, his first carry. And that would be a loss of 1. Second and 11 from the 21 for Toronto. Frederickle play action. Got lots of time. He'll throw it deep to the end zone. Oh, was that intercepted or was he ruled out of bounds? I'm not sure. I have not seen a ruling. And our production truck jumps right into the Wizards defense. Thanks, guys. That's a little confusing, but we will get back down to the field here and see what happened. What's the ruling? The ruling was an incomplete pass. So it's 3rd and 11 for Toronto. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side, single back to the left. Frederickle snaps, steps up in the pocket, passes. And that was knocked incomplete. Good defensive stand by Orlando. Coach Craig is happy there for Orlando. And that will force a field goal attempt for Toronto. Snap, kick is up, and through the uprights. Toronto lead this one 3-0. Here's the kickoff now by Toronto. Sails deep, and Jones will down it in the end zone. All right, Orlando marching back out on the field. They will take over at their 25, trying to answer the field goal that Toronto opened the scoring with. Jackson moves in motion, pitch out to Hodge. Contact in the backfield, finally brought down. Loss of one there. Hodge is such a handful to bring down. Big, powerful back with speed. 2nd and 11 for Orlando. Sermon handed off to Hodge again. Nice hole. Decent gain. We'll get that down to a 3rd and manageable for Orlando as we look at the Thunderbirds defense. Big Dontrell Butler, the middle linebacker. Trey Osborne, the strong safety. So 3rd and 6 here for Orlando. 2 wide receivers. Hodge by himself in the backfield. Sermon drops deep and taken down. Conover again breaking through, his 2nd sack of the day. 3 and out for Orlando. Nice defense there for Toronto. Orlando punts this one away. Fielded by Gayton, not called for the fair catch, and he is taken down immediately. All right, Toronto back out on offense. They got bunch right, single wide receiver up top. Another audible by Frederickle. He'll hand that one off to Gayton again for a pickup of 1. 2nd and 9. Sutton on the tackle for Orlando. Power back set now for Toronto. Another handoff to Gayton. Cannot get out to the edge. Taken down for a loss of about 4 there by Flutie. Coming up from the linebacker position. Toronto looking at 3rd and 13. Frederickle stepping up in the pocket. Good protection, but nowhere to go with the ball. Good coverage downfield by Orlando. So Orlando answers back and forces their own 3 and out. Good game so far here with 3:44 left, first quarter. Deep punt. Nice punt. It bounced and will roll into the end zone. Couldn't get enough spin on that one. And Sermon will trot back out. Orlando now comes to the line. 3:37 left, first quarter. They trail 3-0. Sermon hangs in the pocket and fires. Knocked incomplete. Good defensive play there. Second and 10 now for the Wizards. Sermon will hand this one off to Hodge, who will fight for about a 5-yard gain. Any other back, that would have been a 1 or 2 yard gain. Hodges' size and determination got him those extra 3 yards to bring up 3rd and 5 now, as Sermon will pass and complete it out to the left side. Good play there for the first down. Sermon now, first down, hands it to Hodge for his 6th carry on the day. That'll be a 3-yard gain. 4 wide receivers now. Another audible by Sermon there. He'll again hand it to Hodge, who fights for another good chunk of yards. That'll bring up 3rd and short. 2 yards to go for Orlando at about the 47. Right at midfield. Sermon play action. Plenty of time. And overthrows Hodge out of the backfield. Sermon really missed that one, and that will force Orlando to punt. There's the high angling punt, marked out of bounds at the 13. Good job there by Higgins. And Toronto will be buried inside their 15. Frederick hands this one off to Gayton. His 7th carry on the day. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. 4 wide receivers. Gayton to the right of Frederick, who takes a snap. He's in trouble. Dumps it off to Gayton out of the backfield. Good awareness there by Frederick. Gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 5. As this should be the last play of the first quarter, it's a handoff to Gayton. Will not be enough for the first down. And that brings up 4th and 4 as the clocks hit 0. So we've played 1 here in Orlando with only a field goal to show for it so far. Good tough game. 3-0 Toronto. All right, we're back here now, 2nd quarter, and Toronto will be punting the football from their own 18. This punt will be fielded around the 35 by Jones, out across the 45. 10-yard return. And Orlando Wizards back out on offense now. Good starting field position right around midfield here to start the 2nd quarter. As they trail 3-0, Sermon drops back to pass over the middle. Almost intercepted there. You see Coach Craig there with his head in his hands. He knew they just dodged one there. 2nd and 10 now for the Wizards. Sermon will pass again. This time it's complete. Nice moves by Jackson. He's up the right sideline. Touchdown saving tackle made there. I believe that's the first pass complete to Jackson. Coach Craig pleased with that one. Good run after catch there by Jackson. Ball is spotted at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, Orlando. 3 wide receivers up top. Sermon will pass to one of them. It's complete to Vasquez. We talked about Vasquez and his abilities already today. I believe that's the 2nd catch of the day for Vasquez. Sermon will audible there and hand the ball off up the middle to Hodge. Toronto defense doing good to stand up Hodge at the line of scrimmage. Think he only got 1 yard. It's 3rd and 2. And there's a flag. Not sure who moved first, offense or defense. It's on the defense. Big Conover, who has 2 sacks already in this one, jumping off sides. So he will give Orlando the first down. Tough break there for Toronto. It's 1st and goal Orlando from the 3. Sermon looking to pass. Good protection. He will pass complete. Incomplete, it falls. Couldn't see from the booth here for the rain. Second and goal now, Orlando. 3 wide receivers up top. Ball hand off to Hodge, who gets destroyed in the backfield as soon as he takes the handoff. Loss of several yards there. They're now back to the 7-yard line, and it is 3rd and goal. This Toronto defense trying to stand up. Is that one completed? It is. At the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Orlando. First receiving touchdown. For number 89 there. That's Rafael Vasquez, the dangerous wide receiver, making the touchdown catch. And now this one is under review. They're going to look and see if he indeed got both feet down. I'm not sure that he did from that view. Can't see it too well there on that one. Interesting decision here coming up. And it is ruled a touchdown. So give Vasquez the touchdown. There's the extra point, and Orlando take the lead with 12:27 to go in the second quarter, 7-3. That was a 7-play drive of 49 yards. And there's the kickoff. It'll be brought out of the end zone by Gayton, who will get out to about the 25. All right, Toronto back now on offense, looking to answer the Orlando touchdown. Frederick steps up, completes the pass. 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1 for the Thunderbirds. Keel caught that one, his first catch of the day. Frederick, quarterback, read option. Nice read, but he fumbles the ball, and it's a fumble rooski. Scooped up by a Toronto player and ran into the end zone. And call it his first career rushing touchdown. I guess you can call it that. Number 83, the wide receiver for Toronto, scooped up the fumble rooski. It was a nice read option by Frederick, who gets drilled, loses the ball. There you see Frederick hugging his teammate, saying, "Thank you for saving my you-know-what." He picks it up on the fumble rooski and runs it in for the touchdown. Interesting play there. Zanatis there with his Gerald Zanatis with the touchdown. You see his teammates showing him some love, as they should. Toronto takes the lead on a wacky play, 10-7. All right, let's see if Orlando can answer that wild touchdown. You see there, London Black Knights are up 14-7 over San Antonio Marshals across the pond in London, as that ball is handed off for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 for Orlando. Audible by Sermon. He takes a snap, hands it to Hodge, up the middle. Picking up the first down is Hodge. Ball is at the 46 for Orlando, 1st and 10. 3 wide receivers, single back set. Sermon will pass, quick pass, complete through a tight coverage window. Sermon fit that one in very nicely to Agnew, his 3rd catch of the day.
319! 319!
First and 10. Sermon will pass deep over the middle. There's Vasquez with the catch. Down around the 20 as Sermon has 129 yards passing and a touchdown. Hitting his dangerous wide receiver Vasquez there. It'll be 1st and 10. That's the 4th catch for Vasquez for 42 yards and the touchdown. Sermon hands that one to Hodge. Huge hole. He'll get it down to the 10. Hodge is up to 56 yards rushing on 12 carries. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line for Orlando, so they can get a first down inside the 1. This one dropped off to Jackson, who is smothered up in the backfield. Loss of 3 there. Good penetration by the front 4 of Toronto on that one. It's 2nd and 13 now. Sermon hands to Hodge, again bottled up right at the line of scrimmage. I believe that's the first time today Hodge has been held for no gain on the play.
Here we go now.
So Toronto trying to beef up and keep Orlando out of the end zone. Sermon will pass, incomplete. They do just that. So good defensive stand there with their backs against the wall by Toronto. They will force a field goal attempt. Orlando trying to tie this one up at 10. Kick is up. And it's good. We are tied at 10 with 8:05 to go in the 2nd quarter. Kick is away, and that one will angle out of the...
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that ball will be spotted at the 40 after the penalty.
319! 319!
Back in motion, hand to Gayton. Gain of 1 on the play. All right, tied at 10, and here comes Toronto. Out on offense, 3 wide receivers, single back to the left to Frederickle, who audibles again. There's a handoff. Gain of 1 on the play for Gayton, who hadn't exactly got it going yet today out of the backfield. Interesting said there's a bunch lefts here with a wide receiver further out to the left. Frederickle will pass. He's flushed out of the pocket and taken down by Scott. Huge loss on the play there. And that will bring up a 4th and 21 and force Toronto to punt the ball back to Orlando. Punt called for the fair catch around the 22. As here comes DeMar Hodge. You see there, 13 carries, 56 yards, averaging 4.3. Single back set for Sermon. He'll hand it to Hodge. Tons of blocking downfield. He will pick up 10 on the play, and it'll be 1st and 10. Another first down run for Hodge. Sermon play action to Hodge this time. He's looking to pass. Good protection. He fires it downfield, overthrows the receiver. Looking for the deep ball there. And why not? I like that them taking that chance there off of play action. Here they spread the field. 5 wide. He'll dump it to Hodge out of the backfield, who makes the catch and runs out of bounds. Gain of 2 on the play there. 3rd and 8 coming up. Audible by Sermon. Takes a snap. Quick pass. Pass completed for a first down. Nice play there. Caught the Toronto defense off guard there. Here you see it. He'll quick fire it out to the left. That was Max Epstein, the #1 tight end for Orlando out of University of Tennessee. I believe that was his first catch on the day. Nice play call there by Coach Craig. There's another handoff to Hodge. Makes a defender miss. Stumbles out to around the first down marker. Marked just shy. It'll be 2nd and inches. Audible by Sermon. Handoff to Hodge. First down. Orlando. How many times have I said those 3 phrases in succession today? Single back set. Uneven line to the right, but Sermon will be passing out of the Roman formation. That one complete to McDowell. Carson McDowell, the fullback out of Ole Miss, makes that catch. He's normally leading the way for Hodge out of the backfield, but also a good receiver out of the backfield, a good weapon to have back there for the Wizards. That was a gain of 6. It's now 2nd and 4. Sermon steps up in the pocket, passes to Vasquez. Runs it up the middle, gets it down around the 5-yard line. Vasquez showing why he's so dangerous. He catches it, turns upfield, and turns on the Jets. Tackle made by Edwards. It's 1st and goal for the Wizards. Blizzards in motion. Ball handed to Hodge, right side, diving into the end zone. Touchdown Orlando. As you see him spike the ball on the soggy field there. No one laid a hand on him. He dives into the end zone for good measure. And Orlando takes the lead in this hard back and forth battle. You see awesome blocking there by his offensive line. Here's the kick for the extra point. Orlando tacking on the extra point by Rambo. And they take a 17-10 lead. 9 plays, 78-yard drive. Takes over 3 minutes off the clock. Kickoff fielded around the 3. Adams will bring it out. Nice move. He's got a hole. He's got speed. Adams over the 50, 40, 30, 20. Diving attempt. No good. Touchdown Toronto. Kickoff return. 97-yard touchdown for Adams. Are you kidding me? What a run by Adams. Had a good hole. He found it, made a few cuts, and he was off to the races. No one could catch him. 97-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And just like that, this game is tied again. Now let's see if Orlando, who has answered back every time so far, can answer. Jones fields it around the 10. He will not. He gets drilled at the 27-yard line. So the Wizards come to the line now. Sermon will play action from his 20. He stands, good protection. He has all day. What is he going to do with it? Finally lets it go. Diving attempt falls incomplete by Urgu. 2nd and 10 with 2:01 on the clock. This will be our last play before the 2-minute warning of the first half. Sermon will hand it off to Hodge. And there's our 2-minute warning as we're tied 17-all. All right, 3rd and 8 for Orlando. Sermon drops deep. Passes away. Nice spin move by Hodge. Almost got to the first down marker, but not quite. He will come up short. 4th and 2 as you see beautiful Enchanted Run Stadium here in Orlando in the backdrop. Here's the punt by Orlando. Oh, and it will die at the 5-yard line. Well done by the Orlando punter there. The ball is spotted at the 4. Toronto has to go 96 yards if they want to leave the first half with the lead. The ball's handed off there and absolutely blown up by Flutie for a loss of 3. His 2nd tackle for loss. And Orlando's in trouble. I'm sorry, Toronto in trouble here, folks. They are on their 1-yard line. Ball handed off to Gayton, who just does get out of his own end zone. I tell you what, timeout called there by Coach Craig. Orlando's trying to force a punt and get punt points out of this before halftime, which is absolutely possible here. It's 3rd and 12 from the 2-yard line for Toronto. Handoff again. Gayton again just barely getting out of his end zone. So here Toronto will be forced to punt from deep in their own end zone. With 54 seconds to go, the punt is away. Jones fields it, spin move, brought down around the 50. So let's see what Coach Craig and Orlando have in mind as there's 47 seconds left in the first half. Sermon will pass. He will step up, fire it deep. It's a jump ball, and it is complete for the touchdown. Urgu with the 51-yard touchdown reception, a little pushing and shoving there. But what a play by Orlando. Deep jump ball by Sermon. Big receiver Urgu goes up, brings it down. He's putting together a nice day as Pierce Urgu. 52-yard touchdown reception, and just like that, the Orlando Wizards take the lead in the dying seconds of the first half, 24-17. Here's Adams again. Spin move. He'll get out to the 27. Toronto now taking over with 36 seconds to go first half. Frederick will toss it out to Gayton out of the backfield. 32 seconds on the clock. That was good for a gain of 3. Frederick will audibles, hands to Gayton. Fighting, but he's burning clock as he is. Gayton still unable to get much going out of the backfield. 14 carries for only 30 yards. 15 seconds and counting. Frederick takes the snap, passes that to Gayton. I don't think he got it. Contact was made right at the first down line. He did not. It was marked short, 4th and inches. 7 seconds on the clock. And Toronto will punt this one away. Returned by Jones, and that'll be the end of our first half. Orlando leads a thrilling first half, 24-17. Really, Toronto is in this one by 2 anomalies of plays. First, the fumble-rooski by Frederick that was picked up by the wide receiver and ran for a touchdown. There you see Orlando leading every facet of the game. 7 yards per play. Wow. Here was, after opening the scoring with a field goal with Toronto, there's the touchdown pass to Vasquez that put Orlando in the lead. Toronto answered back to make it 10-10. That was off that fumble-rooski, I do believe. There's Hodge rushing in for his touchdown. He's having a good day. Sermon's having a good day. There's the kick return by Adams, which was the second play I was saying why Toronto is in this ball game. There's Urgu's touchdown. He's having a good day. And let's not waste any more time and jump right into the third quarter. Adams takes that one. He's shown how dangerous he can be on returns. So here's Toronto and Frederick starting off the second half, passing the ball out of the backfield to Gayton. Good little gain there. 8 of 11 is Frederick. There you saw Coach Jeff Hope of Toronto trying to get his offense fired up. They have bunch right. Frederick audible. Play action. See surveying. Throws it deep. Oh, pass complete. Catch made. There he is. Second touchdown on the day. One receiving and one technically rushing for Gilbert Zematis. Frederick slung that one deep. Over 2 receivers. Zematis runs under it. He having himself a day. He's the same one that scooped up the Frederick fumble and ran it for a touchdown. He now has a receiving touchdown to go with it to tie the game. Toronto showing an immense fortitude and fight as they go blow for blow with Orlando. Thornton will field this kickoff, break out of his first tackle, and get out past the 35. Good return there. It's like a heavyweight boxing match we have going on here today. Jab and blow by blow after each team, just like that. Again, how many times do I say it? First down carry by Hodge, over 10 yards for another first down. You see his numbers on the day, 19 carries, 98 yards. It's hard to bottle him up. First and 10. They'll go to Hodge again. He'll run over one linebacker. He'll get up over 100 yards on the day. 103 on the ground for him so far. That was a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 for Orlando from midfield. High snap. Brought down by Sermon and handed to Hodge. That messed up the timing of that play a little. And Hodge is tackled for a gain of 1. 3rd and 4 now for Orlando.
All right, here we go. Green.
Tight package here, but Sermon drops back to pass. Passes it left on the sideline. Ruled incomplete. Let's see if Coach Craig will look at that. He's shouting out to the referee there, but he will not. So Orlando will punt the ball away. There's the punt, high, angling. Marked out at the 21-yard line for Higgins. There he is, having a day. Gilbert Zematis. Targeted 2 times, 2 receptions. One of those a deep touchdown, and another heads-up play to pick up a fumble and run it in for a touchdown. There's the pass to Gayton out of the backfield, making 2 miss. First decent play for Gayton on the day. Frederickle has 130 yards passing. And as we saw at halftime, the numbers all are trending towards Orlando, but Toronto just making plays when they have to, going blow for blow with this high-powered Orlando team. And they right now are hanging with them, tied at 24. As that pass falls incomplete for Sermon, it's 2nd and 10. 3 wide receivers, single back set. Frederickle audibles, hands the ball to Gayton. Still struggling to get his run game going. Pick up a 4 there for Gayton. It'll be 3rd and 6. Hard count, Zematis in motion. Frederickle looking over the middle, sacked, fumbled. Again, Frederickle is saved by one of his teammates. There you see, that's his 2nd fumble. Luckily, again for him, the fumble is recovered by a teammate. Unfortunately, unlike the last one, it is not scooped up and ran for a touchdown. This one he is dropped for a loss. And Toronto will punt the ball back to Orlando. We're tied at 24, 10:35 to go in the 3rd quarter. The punt is away. It's a good one. Fielded around the 15, brought out to about the 20. And here comes Reed Sermon, having himself a good day. 235 yards on 15 of 23 passing for 2 passing touchdowns. He will start his drive at the 21-yard line. Single back set, hand the ball to Hodge. Unable to get the edge there. Loss of 1 for Hodge. Good play there by Gates coming up for his 2nd tackle. Here's the snap again. Hodge brought down in the backfield. Loss of 2 there. Baker busted through to make that tackle. So just like that, uncharacteristically, after 2 handoffs to Hodge, it's 3rd and long. Sermon rolls out right on 3rd and long. Fires. Pass is complete. Was he ruled in or out? No, they say he was out of bounds. So a 3 and out. Nice play by the Toronto defense, who, for all the yards they've given up today, it could be a lot worse. They've made big plays when they've had to which I guess you could say has been the theme for this Toronto team all across the board today. So they will start their drive at the 37. Toronto Thunderbirds. Frederickle will audible, hand it to Gayton out of the end zone. He's got a hole, first down and more. But there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And it is a face mask on Orlando against Rashad Benjamin. So that'll tack on yardage to that good Gayton run. Probably his best run of the day. Big play there. Ball now on their 33-yard line. Coach Jeff Hope likes it. He calls another run play. Gayton, another good run. Starting to get it going here on this drive. That was a gain of 10, first down for Gayton. Toronto looking to take the lead here in the third quarter. As Frederickle drops back, weak side pressure, did not see it coming. Farmer drills him for the sack. There you see Farmer blitzing from the secondary. Nico Farmer, no way Frederickle's going to outrun him. And he drops him for a loss. Nice play call there. 2nd and 16 for Toronto now. It's a run play to Gaulden, the backup. Only his second carry of the day. 3rd and long for Toronto after such a good drive. Orlando defense trying to stand up here. Frederickle drops back deep to pass. Bull rush. Had all day, and now he's hit, taken down, fumble. His 3rd fumble of the day. Again recovered by his own teammate. Man, he had all day to try to do something with that ball. He avoids this one sack right there. Then he gets hit again, fumbles. His teammate scoops it up. You can give a lot of credit to the Orlando secondary there for not giving Frederickle anywhere to throw the ball. It'll be a 30-yard field goal attempt. That is good. So Toronto takes the lead 27-24, 6:31 to go in the third quarter. Here's the kickoff taken by Jones just in the end zone. He will bring it out. Tries to cut it out left. Oh, almost made one miss. He'll get it out to about the 24-yard line. All right, Orlando will try to answer back as Toronto now lead this one by a field goal. Sermon, deep shotgun, fakes the handoff. Surveying the field, he'll pass it left. Believe he was out of bounds on that one. Yeah, ruled incomplete on that pass. 2nd and 10. Sermon audibles to a pass. Fires that one incomplete. 2 straight incompletes, and it is 3rd and 10 for Orlando. 3 wide receivers up top, single back set. Pressure, he will dump it off to Hodge, who will get the first down. Nice play call there. Third catch out of the backfield for Hodge results in a first down. Sermon hands to Hodge, and again, I will say it, first down run given to Hodge, gain of 9. What a asset it is to have that guy in the backfield. Bunch left, audible by Sermon on 2nd and 1. Will they take a shot? They will throw it. That one's ruled incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 1. You see there about the length of the football. Power I set for Orlando. It's handed off to McDowell, the fullback we spoke of earlier. His first carry picks up the first down. First and 10 from around midfield. Hodge will take the handoff. Picking up a few on his 25th carry of the day. He'll get 3, 2nd and 7. Audible by Sermon. He will pass. Quick slant over the middle. Complete to Ergu, who's having a nice day. First down. Ergu, 5 catches, 105 yards. Audible by Sermon. Handoff to Hodge. Makes 1. Breaks 2. Breaks 3. Breaks 4 tackles. What a powerful runner this man is. Averages 4 yards after contact. Hard to keep that man down. First down run there. They will go to him again. Another hard stiff arm there. 132 yards on the ground for him. That was a gain of 8. Here's the snap. Sermon hands it to the backup. Doesn't quite get the first down. Brings up 3rd and inches for Orlando. Big play here. And they go to the trusty workhorse Hodge. Runs over another linebacker. He just punishes linebackers when he gets to their level. First and goal for Orlando from the 7-yard line. Play action. Ooh, bad read there by Sermon on the quarterback read. Should have let Hodge take it. Instead, he gets dropped for a loss of 4. 2nd and goal now from the 11. Sermon will pass. Jones unable to hold on to it and make the catch. And again, for about the 3rd time today, Toronto with their back against the wall, the Toronto defense trying to stand up and hold Orlando to a field goal. And they will. Sermon dumped that one to Hodge out of the backfield. Unable to pick up the first. And Toronto will hold them to a field goal attempt. To kick is up and away. And we have a tie ball game, folks, with 33 seconds left to go, 3rd quarter. Kick fielded by Gayton up the left sideline, out past the 30. Good return there to the 34. All right, tie ball game. Toronto back out. Offense on the field. Power I set. Frederick under center. Stretch play to Gayton. Goes for none. Loss of 1. 2nd tackle for loss there. And that will be our last play of the third quarter. So heading into the fourth quarter, we are all tied up here in Orlando as the Wizards and Thunderbirds battle it out. Toronto comes to the line, power I set, 2nd and 11. Frederick hands it to Gayton, stuffed at the line again. Burke makes the tackle. Injury on the play there for Toronto. It was Gayton that was injured. Galden, his backup, is in. He was motioned out wide, top of your screen. They'll pass to him up the sideline. Nice play there, going right to the backup. They moved him out as a wide receiver and hit him on a go route up the right sideline. Nice play there for the first down. This Toronto team really showing me some grit today. Play action by Frederick. Hangs in, throws it complete to Zamatis, who has had himself a day. You could make a case that Gilbert Zamatis is the reason this Thunderbird team is even in this game right now. Big catch for him. Nice chunk of yardage. Gets him in the red zone at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10. Toronto, snap taken, handed to Galden, who gets a gain of 2. See if we can get an update on Gayton. Pass complete by Frederick, who has 182 yards passing. First reception there to Cujo, I believe. Big receiver. 3rd and 3. Big play here for Toronto, who would like to have a touchdown. Single back set. Frederick will pass. Nice pickup block. Pass complete. Touchdown Toronto. Goes right back to Cujo there for the touchdown. So in the fourth quarter, the Thunderbirds take a 6-point lead. Extra point to come. Coach Jeff Hope very pleased. And the extra point is good. 12:32 to play in the game. Toronto lead 34-27. Jones takes the kickoff and he's tackled at the 31. All right, Orlando back out, trailing by a touchdown, 12 minutes to go. Bunch right for Sermon, who will pass it left. Ooh, wide open, nice hit there by the defender. Pass broken up. Vasquez was wide open and had room up the left sideline. Take a look at it here. As soon as he touches the ball, he gets drilled by number 21. Nice defensive play. Sorry, that was 20. Deontay Edwards, the free safety out of Ohio State. And there's a sack. Toronto. Butler threw on the sack. And as I've talked about, folks, this Toronto team today has not made a ton of huge plays, but they have made them when it mattered. When they needed their defense to hold Orlando to a field goal rather than a touchdown, they did it. They've got some breaks with a kickoff return for a touchdown and a fumble Ruski play for a touchdown.
Set. Blue landing.
Just grit and determination being displayed here, as there they made the tackle on 3rd and 17, so they will force Orlando to punt. Coach Jeff Hope has this team playing with grit and determination on the road here in their first game after a bye week last week in the World Football Alliance. Here is the punt out of bounds at the 29. So Toronto with a 7-point lead takes the field. They'll look to burn some clock. Bunch left. Frederickle is in trouble. Gets it away. How in the world did he do that? Not sure if it was caught for no gain or fell incomplete. But Frederickle was in the arms of the defender when he made that pass. It was ruled incomplete because it stopped the clock. Frederickle on play action will pass. He hits Becht out of the backfield. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Touchdown, Toronto. 71-yard pass play. Coach Jeff Hope looking to steal one on the road here. He comes out and decides not to run the ball at all, to pass the ball. And boy, did it pay off. Frederickle hitting Reed Becht, the big tight end out of Florida State, who was able to take it the distance for the touchdown. And after a back and forth game, Toronto now up 14. 41 to 27, 10:59 to play in the game. Jones fields it around the 15, out past the 35 to the 37. Orlando has bunch left. Sermon will pass. Hit as he throws is complete to Hodge. Not what they're looking for. They need to get some offense going quickly here as they trail by 2. With 10.5 minutes to go. It's now 2nd and 11 for Orlando. Vasquez in motion. Sermon with a little shovel pass. That one too blown up. Not sure that was the right call there either for Coach Craig. It's now 3rd and 17 as the clock ticks down under 10 minutes to play. Sermon takes the shotgun snap, fires it to the right, pass complete to Jones. Where will they spot that? The ball spotted short of the yard to gain marker. Second catch for Jones. And it'll be 4th and 1, and Orlando will go for it. Single back set, 2 wide receivers to the left. Ball handed to the workhorse, and he stopped. Oh my goodness. Toronto defense knew it was coming, stood up, finally brought down Hodge for no gain. And Toronto will take over on downs with 9:06. As you see, starting running back Richie Gayton come back on the field. I thought Gaulden did good. While Gayton was out being tended, they'll hand the ball right to Gayton, getting him involved as soon as they come back out. Gain of 4. Clock ticks down to 8:38 left to play. 2nd and 6 for Toronto. Zamatis in motion. Frederickle passes in his direction. And the catch is made by Zamatis for the first down. Nice receiver they have brewing there in Gilbert Zamatis, who you could argue is your player of the game for Toronto. There's Beck, who has a touchdown, making the catch over the middle for a gain of 8. There you see 279 yards, a quiet 279 for Frederickle on a rainy day here in Orlando. 2nd and 2. Clock ticks down. Hand off to Gayton. Runs out left. Not sure he picked up 1 yard. It'll be 3rd and 1. Clock ticks down to 7 minutes to play. Zamatis there, top of your screen in the slot. He could be an option. He's open. If Frederickle could find him. Oh, hit as he throws. Falls incomplete. He had Gilbert Zamatis open, but Orlando bringing the linebacker blitz. And they're able to get to him. So here will be a 34-yard field goal attempt by Toronto. It is up and through. Toronto looking to put this game away as they lead 44-27. Jones fields a kickoff at the 10, drilled before he can reach the 30. Reed Sermon, you see, started hot. Ever since his 2 touchdowns, he is only 7 for 14 for 30 yards. This Toronto defense has really turned up their intensity, and it has shown. Pass complete there by Sermon. It'll be 2nd and inches. Single back, Sermon audibles Hodge to his left. He'll hand it to him, and he'll pick up enough for the first down. 140 yards rushing for Hodge. Good day for him, but he will not be happy as his team is trailing with 5.5 to play. Sermon looking to pass, completes that one to his left to Epstein. Max Epstein out of Tennessee. Clock ticks down to 5 minutes to play. Orlando has to get points quickly. Sermon will pass over the middle, incomplete. Good defensive play there. The secondary for Toronto played well to this point so far today. There's an audible by Sermon. He'll hand it to Hodge, who gets drilled at the 45-yard line by Butler, his 8th tackle of the day. Vasquez was injured on that play. That's not good. 4th and 4. Orlando has to go for it. They will pass. Blitz coming. Sermon passes. Incomplete. Toronto defense stands up when they have to, as they have all day. Another defensive play made by Butler there. And Toronto takes over on downs. Ball handed to Gayton. They're looking to just burn some clock. Gain of 1 there for Gayton. They're letting the play clock run down inside of 5, 4, 3, 2. Ball snapped. Hand to Gayton. First down run. And more. He'll break it out wide. Oh, just tripped up. Almost got a long touchdown run there. His small frame, he was able to hide behind his blockers and then bounce it outside when a hole opened up. Shoestring tackle made by the Orlando defender to save a touchdown. And they'll go right back to Gayton, burning this clock down. Gain of 1 there. As the clock ticks down to 3 minutes. Audible by Frederickle, handed to Gayton again. Breaks 1 tackle. Up around 95 yards now for Gayton. As it's 3rd and 5. 2-minute warning approaching. We are at 2:17 on the clock as the ball is snapped. Golden breaks it up the middle. His 4th carry of the day. He's done well in the snaps he's gotten today. Just a tough, gritty performance there by Coach Jeff Hope and his Toronto Thunderbirds. 2-minute warning, 4th quarter. 1st and goal for Toronto from the 3-yard line. This game was tied coming into this 4th quarter, folks, as the ball's handed to Gayton there. No gain, but he will keep the clock running. This game was tied when this quarter started. And Toronto now leads by 17, looking to add another touchdown. What a gritty 4th quarter performance by these Thunderbirds. Another run, only picks up 1, but that's all right with them. That brings up 3rd and goal. And the clock is now inside of a minute, down to 38 seconds. Ball handed to Gayton. He gets in for the touchdown. Good for him. Pad his stats, his fantasy points. And this one's out of reach, folks. 50-27 Toronto. 33 seconds left to play. Jones takes the kickoff. Brought down at the 30. So after a good week 1 performance, Orlando will fall to 1-1 as Toronto travels on the road all the way down to Orlando, Florida from Toronto, Canada. Long travel. And they pick up the win on the road to improve to 1-0. Sermon's going to pass to Hodge. That one's complete. And Coach Craig of Orlando said, "What the heck, I have timeouts, I'm going to use them." So he does. 2nd and 4 for Orlando. Sermon will pass again. That one is complete. He takes a timeout again. He has 1 timeout remaining. 17 seconds to go. Sermon gonna pass it. Rolls out. Gets away from a sack and fires it across field. Almost intercepted. 314 passing yards on the day for Sermon. Osborne almost had the pick. He really should have had the pick. He just dropped it there. You know, coming into today's game, we thought Toronto would be a balanced team with a good run game. They have been balanced, but offensively, it has been their pass game that's got them the points as Sermon fires deep. 2 seconds to go. That falls incomplete. And Orlando just delaying the inevitable here. Bunch left. They're still fighting. You got to admire the fight by Coach Craig and the Wizards. But the clock is at 0. We don't want anyone hurt here as Sermon gets drilled there. That's what I was afraid of. Hope he's okay. But there's your ball game, folks. Toronto Thunderbirds travel to Orlando and beat the Wizards 51-27 as the coaches meet midfield. Great performance today by Toronto. Back and forth game through the first 3 quarters. There's the Fumblerooski touchdown for Toronto. 3 fumbles for Frederickle today, all of them recovered by his teammates. There's a deep pass to Urgu for Orlando. There's Beck with his receiving touchdown. There was the kickoff return. When we showed you these stats at halftime, it was all Orlando. You see the second half fight Toronto displayed, and they come out top with a commanding win.